her second foul, 15th foul. Back in comes Sam Gallo in exchange for Haley Vanty. To the line goes Landy for the bonus. And that's good. Tough break for the Warriors. 34-26 now, an 8-point Tiger lead. 54.9 to go in the half. Inbounded to English. English slowing things up, directing Brosco to her left, brings it across, goes right, finds Pearsall, lobs it down. Meyer went to throw it up and a foul. Crowd doesn't like it. Of course, the Mercy side doesn't. And the foul is on Maura Fitzpatrick, her first. Meyer to the line, trying to cut the lead. Up, no good. You could tell off her fingertips that was not a good shot. 9-point lead, largest of the night at 35-26, second coming. With 42.6 to go in the half, it is up and no good. She missed them both. But a turnover gives it right back to Meyer, and Meyer missed low underneath the basket. So Fitzpatrick drives, Fitzpatrick misses. A second try goes up with Sarah Gallo. Another try, and it's Gallo getting it back. She lands on the end line. That'll turn it back over to the Wilton Warriors.
I would assume Wilton would hold for the last shot here with the arrow going back to Mercy for the start of the second half.
To be brought up across the line by English. English moves right. English goes up top, drives to her left. 14 to go in the first half. To the left side, into the corner. Over there is Brosco. Brosco fights for it. Cunningham, 9-point lead. Cunningham starts to back in, down to 4. 3, throws it up. Off glass, no good. Secured down by Sam Gallo, and the first half comes to an end with Mercy leading Wilton 35-26.
Have to wonder why Meyer doesn't get a touch there on that last possession. She was all the way out on the right wing on the three-point line while it looked like Cunningham was running a one-on-one there.
So a 35-26 halftime lead for the Mercy Tigers over the Wilton Warriors. I mean, Mike, how do you stop the bleeding?
I think Mercy's been doing most of this damage in transition. I think that Wilton, it behooves them to play in a half-court game where they should be trying to get Meyer as many looks as possible. I mean, you're not going to want to give it to her every time, but she has shown early in this game and throughout her career she's an effective scorer down low. And you don't really want to get into a track meet with Mercy because that's a track meet they're winning right now.
Absolutely true. Our halftime score, 35-26.
Mercy had 4 possessions in the second quarter where they came away with 3 points. 2 on three-pointers and 2 on old-fashioned three-pointers.
And that's not going to get the job done for the Warriors for sure. But right now, I mean, in a 9-point game, you can't help but say to yourself, the Warriors are in some trouble.
Agreed. I mean, they were up 17-10 late in the first quarter, and now they find themselves down 35-26. It's, a big swing right there. And that's obviously probably not the way they drew it up. They're a team that is used to playing from ahead. And it's just not probably something that they're used to doing.
So as we regroup here at Jonathan Law High School, let us take a timeout. Our halftime score, the Mercy Tigers 35 and the Wilton Warriors 26. We pause for a break. Mike and I return to Milford after this on HANradio.com. Back inside Jonathan Law High School, it is 35-26 at the half, and I got to figure out exactly what the Wilton Warriors need to do to get back in this game. We talked with Mike Suppy a little earlier. We'll talk with John Mashasha right now of the Wilton Bulletin. John, what do they have to do?
I think they got to settle down on offense. Getting down, they started to press, and they started to turn the ball over too much. I mean, both of these teams, blowout teams on a regular basis. Both teams have beaten their opponents by an average of 35 points a game. So if Wilton's not careful and get us off to a good start in the second half, this game could be over pretty quick.
Meyer came out and looked dominant early on, but it seemed like things kind of stopped going her way after a while.
Yep, she was dominant. She finished the first half with 13 points, but again, she scored a lot of those early in the first quarter. She looked smooth going to the basket, but did they make a slight adjustment on defense that she wasn't prepared for, or double down on her?
Yeah, I mean, it was hard to say, but there's something absolutely started going Mercy's way, and they began hitting shots, and after that, it was just it was all Mercy.
Well, it's funny that they wanted to substitute for Gallo. The substitute that came in was wearing the wrong color T-shirt, and it actually benefited Mercy. She ended up hitting 2 baskets next 2 times down the floor.
We heard some speculation that it might have been the T-shirt issue, so that's what it was. It was the wrong color tee.
Correct. She came back out later, and you saw number 45, and she had the blue tee underneath that instead of the white.
So an interesting second half coming up, and for the Warriors, they've just got to start finding the basket again.
Yeah, I mean, their leading all-time girl scorer, Erin Cunningham's got to get hot for them, and they got to find some people to help out Erica.
Yeah, and Cunningham only with 4 at the half.
Right, all from the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's not going to get the job done.
No, I mean, she's their outside shooter. Haley English could get hot, somebody off the bench, but again, you're going to have to start kicking it up on offense.
And it has a chance to be an historic night, of course, with the Warriors having never visited the finals before.
This is true. Well, they're already in uncharted water by being here tonight, and they didn't come here just to be here. They want to win.
Well, we'll see what happens in the second half. John, thanks for some time.
Okay, thank you.
John Mashasha joining us from the Wilton Bulletin. We'll take a timeout. Mike returns in a moment. We continue on from Jonathan Law and Milford. 35-26, I beg your pardon. It is Mercy up 9 on HANradio.com. Almost time for the second half, along with Mike Suppy and our entire crew. Eric Gendron directing. Camera people, Marty Hersom, John Kovach, AJ Simonowski. Mike Suppy right alongside of me. John Mashasha from the Wilton Bulletin. I'm Rob Adams. And for the Wilton Warriors, well, first quarter, good. They led 17-16. Second quarter, not so good. They got trounced 19-9 in that second quarter, Mike. And the numbers really kind of say that although Myers the leading scorer with 13, on the other side, Kendra Landy's done enough with 9, and there's been enough stretched out between the Tiger team.
They have more balance. I mean, they have 7 players on the score sheet right now. Wilton has 4. And Meyer had 11 in the first quarter. Mercy made adjustments, held her to 1 field goal in the second quarter. And obviously, Wilton's got to start finding some balance. I mean, you want Meyer in touching the ball on every possession, but she can't be the one that has to score every single time. So they need to find some balance there. Some of the other players need to step up around her.
Entirely true. Teams come back out onto the floor, and we are just about ready for the second half. And away we go with the second half. Mercy basketball. They'll work it from left to right. Up top, controlled by Vanny. Vanny hands it off. 3 coming. That rattles around, no good by Landy, and taken back by Meyer. From right to left go the Warriors. And a little bit of desperate catch-up time. 3 coming, no good. And it's taken back by Landy. Landy looking to run, knocked away. Good save by Pearsall, but she threw it right back into the backcourt. So it'll be slowed down as it goes from Fitzpatrick to Landy. Landy starts to drive, backs in, hands it off. Fitzpatrick up top, drives to the right wing, fakes it, and had it taken away again. So it'll be English to bring it up. English across the line. English working to her right as she crosses the Eagles center court. Chest pass goes left side, Cunningham. Cunningham, couple of ball fakes. Trying to deal it down low. She does. Gets it to the left baseline for Pearsall. Up top it goes. Ball fake, English inside the arc. Can't connect. Fighting for it, and a jump ball. Pearsall was there for the Warriors, and the possession arrow favors the Wilton Warriors.
Wilton looked to post up Pearsall there on Destine Perry. Guard on guard post up there.
Inbound. Pearsall. Brosco up top. English. English drives. Deals left. Brosco. Hands off Cunningham. Ball fake. Now a 3 coming left wing. That's an air ball. Rattles around. Knocked away and taken back by English. English bounce pass. Goes to Cunningham. Misses second try. No good. fighting for it, and it's Mercy. Remember that possession right there in a 9-point game. 6:25 to go, third quarter. Across the line. Going left from Landy. Dealing left wing. Three coming. Destiny Perry off the side of the rim, no good. And the rebound secured by Karen Brosco, the 5'10 junior. Here's Pearsall across the line. Pearsall backs it out. Pearsall lobs it down low. Meyer fights, yes.
That's more of what Wilton needs to be doing.
35-28 to get the lead back to 7. Slowing things down. Across the line goes Kendra Landy. Deals left to the sideline for Destiny Perry with English on her. Perry starts her drive, gets inside, right side of the lane. And a foul called. I gotta tell you, was that the most obvious travel you've ever seen in your life?
It did look like she took a few extra steps, but I think the refs gave her the benefit of the doubt on the hand check there. That's the only thing I could assume.
And the foul goes on Haley English, her third. The inbound comes up top to Landy. Landy starts her drive, gets to the elbow, falls in the lane, no good. Fighting for it underneath the putback, trying for a third one, and a whistle will turn it back to the Wilton Warriors. 5:31 to go, third quarter. Want to say thanks to everybody here in Milford. Again, we really do have someone keeping us company here tonight to make sure nobody walks in front of us. Meyer gets to the left baseline, puts it up, it's good, and a foul.
Strong move on the baseline there by Meyer. Got in there and created some space, went up strong, got the hoop and the arm.
Destiny Perry picks up the foul, her second, team's first. It comes with 5:21 to go in the third quarter. Free throw up and good. Meyer had missed 3 of her last 4. It's 35-31. Back to a 4-point game. Right side. Inside, and a travel's going to turn it over as Fitzpatrick went inside. Pearsall up against her, and the Wilton crowd starting to get fired up with 5:12 to go in the third. And a timeout called for. A little life from the Wilton Warriors, Mike.
Mercy hasn't scored yet this half, and the momentum is starting to shift slowly but surely to Wilton's favor.
It's right now a 5-0 run for the Warriors.
I don't think it's any coincidence that as they started to reassert Erica Meyer, they have reasserted themselves in this game.
This gym not entirely full. The bleachers on our side are completely full. Mercy's is to our right, Wilton to our left. Across the way, 2 opposite set of bleachers. There's a student cheering section from Mercy, a bunch of students over there. A lot of girls came out to support their classmates, but some guys in there as well. But those bleachers not as full.
No, certainly not.
Still a pretty good crowd, though. In the Wilton crowd, they're holding up signs that say #finish. And that's been a mantra for the Wilton Warriors. Teams return to the floor. 35-31. Wilton up 4. The winner goes to Mohegan Sun for the state championship over the weekend. It'll be either Saturday or Sunday. They do keep that a guarded secret. Pass down low, left corner, fakes it from Cunningham. Back to Meyer. Meyer pivoting, gets it back. Well, almost got it back, but it goes into the right corner for Brosco. Right wing, ball movement down low, fighting in. Pearsall on a foul.
Wilton going back to attacking the basket where they had success in the first half before they started settling for some jump shots.
And the foul. Free throw coming off the front of the rim, no good. Pearsall to the line. I thought it was Perry that would pick up her third, but the scoreboard says it is her second, so I'll go with that. I must have heard wrong earlier. Free throw up and no good. She missed them both. Tough break for the Warriors. They could have cut it to 2. Instead, it stays at 4. 35-31. 4:40 to go. Third quarter. Left wing, Destiny Perry. Perry goes up top to Sarah Gallo. Gallo goes right side for Landy. Landy with Brosco draped all over her. Going up top again, Fitzpatrick. Left side, Perry with English on her. Back up top, Vanti. Right side, Fitzpatrick. Couple of elbow fakes. Deals across, and the ball movement goes back to Landy. Landy right for Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick goes up top for Gallo. Everybody getting a touch except for Mike and I. Up top it goes to Perry. Perry with 4:10 to go in the third quarter. Now the jump from just inside the arc, no good from Fitzpatrick. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mercy. (35-31), 4 minutes to go. Third quarter, driving inside. Here comes English to Pearsall. Pearsall in the lane, splits defenders and lays it in.
Again, Wilton fearless in attacking the basket.
Now it's a 7-0 run through this entire third quarter for the Wilton Warriors. A chance to tie, but they need to get the ball back from Kendra Landy, who's got it right now. She goes right side. Deals to Gallo. Sarah Gallo travels. It's Wilton ball with a cry of defense from the Mercy crowd. Losing the handle on it for a moment, but driving, bounce pass to the left baseline. It's backed in by Meyer. She misses. Looked for contact, didn't get it. She jumps right back up, splitting defenders at the other end, and a foul. Landy drives in. Wilton crowd has been, well, at least a couple of fans closest to us have been very demonstrative and not afraid to let people know their feelings on these things.